What's up and good morning, guys? Welcome back to another video. Everybody's world famous.
Oh no!
Detail extraordinaire.
No!
Josh.
No.
Oh, get over here, dude.
Hey,
say what's up to the
bud.
wonderful people.
Hugs.
It's been a while, man. I haven't seen you. I heard you.
I could tell.
Well, it's a little bit dirty. It needs a little bit of your love. I heard you got a Jeep. Was that what is it? I thought you were gonna be showing up in a Jeep. I thought you got rid of this. What's going on?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I saw pictures of you with a Jeep.
No.
You tell me. You tell me.
I got a buddy that wanted to tow an Airstream with my truck, and
Oh, you traded Jeeps for a little bit?
a little bit. I got that out of my system real quick.
Well, here, let's do this. Let's do this because everybody knows that you're my boy. I like you because you hustle. You're young. You fucking just want to crush it. How many vehicles have you owned and sold?
27.
27 vehicles. He buys, details, polishes, cleans up, and fucking turns them for a profit.
There is money in it. Sometimes there's not.
Well, there you go. But you don't know until you try. It's always a risk, but you got to get that hustle going.
That's right.
You ready to handle this thing? This thing needs your love, man. It's been a minute. This truck's filthy.
Let's get this thing looking right.
There you
I
go.
like
So, also, the interior needs a whole lot of love. The dog's been slobbering a little bit.
Scratches.
No scratches, no scratches. The dog knows better than to scratch the truck, but there's a little bit of slobber on it.
Right.
And you guys can see my temporary floor mat fix back here, but
That's Weathertech. Weathertech.
well, we're about to change that today, because we got a set of Weathertech sitting in the garage, and but I want to make sure you detail it first, and then we'll set them down, and that carpet's gonna stay pristine, hopefully, until the day we sell her. So.
Right on. I like it.
Oh shit. So while Josh is over here taking care of the truck, we got a package from our friends over at ProClip. So ProClip is they're the company that made the cell phone mount for my Silverado. And ever since I saw how great the last mount was, I've been telling them, you guys need to make something for the older Fords. So anyways, they hit me up. They said, hey, we finally have a mounting solution for your truck. If you'd like, we'll send it out to you and you give it a shot. So let's give it a shot. Boom, so here it is. The OLIV mount. It is a magnet suction kit. It's basically you attach the suction cup, you attach the pivoting link, and then you put one of the I guess stick-on mounts onto the back of your phone case, and you are good to go. So you guys know what a sucker I am for brand development and products and all that stuff, and I must say the packaging on this thing is it's pretty top-notch. All your info's in here along with your adhesive strips. They include 2 magnets to attach to 2 different devices, so that's pretty slick. So it really is as simple as just attaching the magnet onto the back of the phone. Then all you do is attach the suction base to your window and give it a little twist right there, locks it in place. Then you attach the pivoting arm, and from there your phone just sticks right on. You can adjust it however you want, all kinds of different directions. This is a pretty sweet design. I want to thank you guys over at ProClip. Make sure you check out OLIV mounts as well as the ProClip mounts. I'll put the link down in the info. Now, speaking of promoting companies, you guys know that I was really into promoting Chemical Guys and Chemical Guys products as well as their foam cannon. Speaking of which, I'm sure Josh is using right now. Josh, is that a Chemical Guys foam cannon that you're using?
That is a Chemical Guys foam cannon.
All right, well, let me go show them what happened to my Chemical Guys foam cannon. So on about the 3rd use of this thing, I went to screw the container onto the top piece, and I got about, I don't know, pretty much to where it was just starting to get a little bit tight, and the entire plastic threaded part broke off inside of the brass, I guess, nozzle, which definitely should not happen. The plastic was, for some reason, way too brittle. This thing's new. It's never sat out in the sun. It's friggin' 3rd use. I haven't tried to contact Chemical Guys yet, so I don't know how their customer service is going to be, but something tells me they're going to take care of this issue. And I'm sure you guys are laughing at my duct tape fix here, but fun fact, this actually still works. It doesn't need to build up, it doesn't need to be airtight to build up a ton of suction or anything like that, so this actually does work. And while we're in the garage, we kind of happened to stumble upon the topic of today's video, really. Floor liners, and if the cost of these floor liners are worth the money. And this video is especially for you guys that think, well, I get the same damn thing for 10 bucks, like you guys were all saying for the speed poles, because you guys are all apparently machinists and own mills in your garage, and you can totally make the same quality thing off of Home Depot parts for 10 bucks. So I'm going to show you what you get for about 10 bucks in the floor liner category. So hopefully all the audio comes out well in this video, being that Josh is over there, and like I said, there's always something going on in this street. Any day I want to film here. It just so happens that this one's self-inflicted upon by myself, so no complaints there. But in the old 7.3 here, got to go to the other side. This side's locked. I'm running what I'm assuming is a set of about $10 floor liners. If the guy that I bought this truck from paid more than $10 for these floor liners, he got ripped off. But this will kind of give you the equivalency of you know, getting your money's worth. I know a lot of people say, well, just because it's more expensive don't mean it's always better. And you're right, but you need to look at the fit and finish of something, and that's gonna tell you whether or not you're getting your money's worth. So, for about $10, and I shit you not, I put these things straight all the time, but this is how they end up by the end of the day, or shoot, within an hour. They always end up like this. They slide all around. They're, I guess, universal-ish, kind of vehicle specific. I don't know, they kind of weirdly fit this vehicle somewhat well, but something tells me they're pretty universal. But there you go, this beautiful piece of plastic. And don't worry, this one came with the full kit, the full set of 4 or 3, I guess. It's got the if I can get it back in here. Come on, baby. In the back, we've got the extra long one. You know, very similar to the WeatherTech. The WeatherTech comes with one large one in the back. Let me just move a bunch of shit out of the way here. So as you guys can see, there's one large one in the back. Runs all the way across the 3 spaces here. And these things are pretty slick. You know, they're kind of like the rolling mats for your computer. They got the little spiky feet on the bottom of them. Definitely get your money's worth out of those things. So for all you guys that are really in the market for something just budget friendly, these things are the way to go. I'm assuming you pick them up at your local AutoZone if they even make something this crappy anymore. And unfortunately, WeatherTech doesn't make a vehicle specific floor liner for the OBS Fords. They make one that's kind of universal, they claim, that fits with just a little bit of your trimming. I don't want to have to trim them, so I'm kind of living with this until these things die. So you saw what about $10 will get you. Now, if you guys want to see some real quality, you got to step it up to about $208 shipped, and that gets you a full set of WeatherTechs, and that's the full set front to with the back rear, and this back rear also goes underneath what would be the rear storage of the GM trucks if you have rear storage. They give you 2 options, one that doesn't go underneath the rear storage and one that does. I don't have the rear storage in this truck, but I opted, and I would advise you guys, even if you do have the rear storage, to get the one that goes underneath it. Just remove it, slide it underneath, and then reinstall the rear storage. So I'm gonna wait till Josh finishes up detailing the truck before I throw these in, but I'll pull these out to kind of give you guys an idea of the quality, if I can get it out of the box, of the WeatherTechs. So if you guys don't know by now, I'm sure most of you do, WeatherTechs are laser measured to your truck, and they are cut vehicle specific to fit perfectly, even using the factory, I guess, floor mat retaining pins to hold them directly in place. So once again, if you guys don't see the difference in quality and fit and finish, it also covers a little bit of the sill. These are just super high end, and they really do protect your vehicle. And the reason I'm letting Josh detail is I want that carpet to be like brand new prior to putting these down. That way the day I go to sell the truck or do whatever I do with the truck, I'll pull these off and it'll be brand new carpet. Quick little story for you guys. If you guys were in my last live stream, you heard me talk about how I keep the plastic on freaking everything. So my 2005 Silverado that I had, exactly as that truck came from the factory with the plastic on the carpet, is how I kept it for 10 years. So the day I went to sell it, 10 years later, I pulled that plastic off for the first time. The guy that ended up buying that from me got brand new carpet in that truck, and that's why I was also able to ask top dollar for that truck. So fast forward to when I bought my 2015, I told him, hey, when you guys get the vehicle, don't dealer prep it. Call me up, I want to come see it before you guys go in and clean it, do anything to it. That way I can tell you guys which plastic to remove and which to not. Well, fun fact, the new vehicles don't come with very much plastic at all. There's a little bit of plastic on the sill and a couple little pieces of plastic everywhere else. There's no full carpeted plastic anymore. So I was kind of a little bit upset about that, but what are you gonna do? So for whatever reason, this truck came with a stupid carpet floor mats. I'm not a big fan of those. The ones in my Silverado were the, I guess, rubbery ones, and those actually protected really well to where I didn't even need WeatherTechs. But being that this has the carpet in it, I don't want to have to just live with carpet that's going to get screwed up on top of carpet. It just seems really dumb to me. So WeatherTech it is. We're going to protect that carpet. How we looking, bro?
Looking like a truck again.
There you go.
With no pet hair.
So now that Josh is all done with the old Denali here, we can swap out these stupid factory carpet floor mats, which are apparently the utmost in luxury, and put in something actually useful, aka the WeatherTechs here. Slide these bad boys in, maybe, sorta. There we go, passenger side. Covers up the sill a little bit. Obviously not a ton, but the good thing about these things is everything's self-contained. So you spill something on them, they've got a nice lip around the edge. Nothing's gonna come out. You just pull the whole thing out, dump it out. We'll throw the driver's side in to show you guys the retaining clips and how they lock in so it doesn't slide up under your gas pedal or brake pedal, because apparently that's no fun. Slide it up under, locked in, and then the most important one being that the pup always rides in the back seat area here is the back one, because that's where the carpet's really going to get screwed up the most. So once again, we pull out the factory ones, which are that small and cover just this tiny little area here, and replace it with this monster. If I can figure out which way it goes. It goes this way. I think. There we go. So obviously these are going to be a little bit, I guess, rolled up, being that they were rolled up in the box or folded in half. I should have left it out in the sun a little bit longer today, but you know, this video was a little spur of the notice, so it'll flatten out a little bit over time. But as you can see, it definitely covers the entire back seat area, pretty much all of the carpet. That way the pup can roll around back here, do his thing, and doesn't really hurt anything. Sure looks a lot nicer than the 4 different towels and the moving blanket that I had back here. So boom, just like that, the truck's all done and ready. Josh is gearing up to hit the girlfriend's ride over there. And let's move this thing out of the way for him. Nice and clean truck. Nothing beats a nice clean truck. I know you guys out there saying if you ain't beating your truck up, taking it through the mud, if you can see the floor mats in it, it ain't a real truck. But no, there's something really nice about having a clean truck. I mean, it's just, you can't beat it. You really can't. So, as always, I want to thank Josh for really taking care of me. It's like I tell you guys all the time, you know, it's establishing relationships with different companies. It really is the route to go. And I have that relationship with Josh. Josh is used to doing like high-end yachts and all that stuff. That's kind of where he got his start. So he's used to waiting at 3, 4 in the morning whenever somebody comes back from like a fishing charter or a yacht charter, and he'll take care of your boat at a moment's notice. He doesn't care. He's a hustler. He wants money, and he'll do whatever the clients want. And that's the kind of shit that I love. So, you know, I can call Josh at any time and be like, yo, dude, my truck's filthy. It needs you. And he'll fucking race over here and handle it for me. The dude really is a hustler, and that's the kind of people I like to hang out with. So as always, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching these videos. I got a lot more videos coming. I've picked the lift kit for this truck. What it is, I cannot tell you. It's going to be a surprise for you guys. But the lift kit has definitely been picked, as well as I think the color. So I'm going to be doing a big reveal on all that. The BBB, the bigger, badder, better build. The BBBB, I don't know, 4 Bs. Bigger, badder, better build, but we're going with the BBB. The bigger, badder, better. Damn it, we got to make it 4 Bs. Anyways, this truck's going to be getting a lot of love. It's going to be way sicker than the Silverado, so stay tuned for that. If you guys have not subscribed to my channel, please do so now. If you would also be so kind as to give this video a like, aka a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to check out WORKFORIT apparel, and yeah, guys, stay tuned. We've got a lot of cool shit coming. Appreciate it. I'm out.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.